And Marcus Timson at FuturePrint at LabelExpo. Delighted to be with Rob Karsten from Phoseon Technology. Thanks for talking to us again, Rob. Tell us a little bit about Phoseon, a bit of an intro about the business.
Okay, well, as you know, we've been pioneering LED technology for over 20 years now. And then more recently, in February of this year, we were acquired by Nexus Technologies. So we're now part of the Nexus Technologies group, which is very exciting for us. But we come here to LabelExpo as Phoseon and Nexus Technologies company to really show off our technologies and our light sources for the flexo label printing industry, which is a big opportunity for us. So we have some new technologies on the Nexus ONE and some new software developments for smart lamps, which help with things like predictive maintenance and looking at Industry 4.0. And obviously there's the whole thing, a bit overused nowadays, but sustainability, which is still an important part for us. And that's really largely about the energy efficiency, the reduction, the removal of mercury and the standalone systems that don't require a lot of infrastructure. So you're looking at 50-70% reductions in energy consumption, which is a really important thing nowadays for a lot of people.
Absolutely, with energy being still so high, which is great. Tell us, I mean, you've kind of answered this a little bit, but tell us a bit about how important LabelExpo is and a bit of a kind of overview of the label market.
Oh, there's no doubt. This is the premier show worldwide, only every 2 years, where you do really get to meet everyone from the industry. So it just surprised me, just alone yesterday, the number of inquiries we had, and it's the first day of the show on Monday, so you probably got a lot of people traveling in the morning. We had a very busy afternoon, even got a couple of orders in, which was fantastic,
Fantastic,
And we're expecting a couple more this week yet, so I think, for us, it's really busy. It's very exciting. We've got to already meet a few people with some new technologies, new ideas, new customers. So certainly very important for us.
Yeah, I'm going to have a look at a couple of those customers later on, aren't we? So, good to hear labels are still buoyant, and there's lots of innovation still. UV LED curing technology is obviously what you specialize in, what you lead in. What are the key characteristics that OEMs are really looking at for?
I think they're looking for, a stable, reliable product. So it's something that gives, that you can expect to be on. When you turn it on, it works every single time, right? So that's the great thing about LED technology. Some of the differences between the systems really come down to how they're constructed. We have a lot of our technology which is air-cooled, which is quite difficult for lots of other companies, but we also have a very high diode count, which means that we get very high dose, which is really important. So if you want to cure inks, adhesives, and all these things properly, you need to have a good dose, and that comes down to the number of diodes.
With that in mind, really, you've mentioned that sort of technology really plays to efficiencies. Is that one of the key trends people or your customers in the label sector are looking at? They want, obviously quality is really important, but efficiency and productivity must
and
be
I think,
paramount.
industrial, there's a lot of people moving towards more smart factories, about Industry 4.0, so they need a digital lamp that gives them the kind of information and feedback which allows them to do predictive maintenance, to build in reliability into their production schedules. So if you can show that we have, like with Valid Cure, you can demonstrate that the lamp was running properly at the time when you did your printing, then you can use that information to feed back to your customers and say, look, here, this is how the lamp was performing, this is the dose it was getting, so then we know. So for example, with low migration printing and things like that, you can provide more information to your customer about the validity of your process.
I love the sound of predictive maintenance. So that's kind of understanding through technology when you actually do need to do some in advance before you before things start to go wrong. Obviously, you've had a big launch here, and Nexus is something that's really exciting, I believe, for the market, but also for Phoseon. What's special about Nexus?
Well, one of the nice things about Nexus is it's all air-cooled. So it's very easy to retrofit. You don't have to put in all the ducting and infrastructure that's required with other air-cooled systems. So it's standalone. It has a very long life. It has a 5-year warranty system for the whole system, right? Not just the power supply, but the whole lamp, the power, the technology, and everything together. So 5 years is industry-leading warranty, which shows our confidence in our product. It has, like I said, we spoke about earlier, about a very high diode count, which gives it a high level of reliability. We see little or no drop in performance over tens of thousands of hours. So it's a very reliable product. It's a really good investment. It's great for retrofitting. So if you want to take an existing press which has an older technology on it, like mercury lamps, it's very easy to swap that out within a day or two and then upgrade it to an LED system. So you can get higher performance out of an older press.
Yeah. So your technology can be used in existing presses, so people don't have to buy a new machine. They just need to think, actually.
And they can get performance improvement in the machine, right?
Yeah,
so it's really interesting.
Adding performance to your machine, it's a bit like kind of souping up your car.
There you go, a new lease of life, right? We all need that sometimes.
Exactly that, yeah. What kind of customers are here at LabelExpo that we're, are kind of deploying your tech?
Yeah, so mainly for us here, it would be the OEM, so the equipment manufacturers. So various companies here that are providing OEM equipment that will have our light sources on it. And we'll go around and see a few of those later. And I know that we'll take some footage of those machines with our lamps on it. Did you want to be specific about the names of the companies? There's GM Graphics and Graphitronics in particular we're going to go and have a look at.
Superb, looking forward to that. So thanks so much, Rob. To the next instalment, let's go have a look around the show and see a couple of your customers.
Okay,
so
fantastic.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, Marcus.